What's up, you guys? It's Herpyderqy, and today I'm going to bring you guys another live narrative PO battle. So let's get this started. Let's take a look at my opponent's team. He's using a pretty balanced team. That's not too bad. He doesn't have weather, which is a plus, and he's got Donphan, Gengar, Slowbro, Dragonite, Alakazam, and a Dusclops. So let's take a look. I could probably lead off with. Should I lead off with? I think I'll lead off with Rotom Wash because if he's gonna lead off with Donphan, I can definitely scare it out with an easy Hydro Pump, and that'll be pretty sweet. So I think this is probably the safest option for me. Because plus I also have Hidden Power Grass just in case he wants to switch in a Slowbro to take the Hydro Pump early on. But he's actually gonna lead off with Dusclops, which is once again okay with me because I can just go for a Volt Switch and pretty much get Switch Initiative on this thing. I think the best person to go against Dusclops is my Conkeldurr, because if he goes for a status move, he'll give me the Guts boost, which will be very, very bad for him. So I think that's what I'll probably do. He's actually going to go for Nightshade, which is something I can also take as well. So I feel very safe just going for a Bulk Up, but he also packs a Taunt, so I can't quite set up a whole lot on this Dusclops, but at least I can go for a Payback, which is going to do a pretty good amount of damage to this Dusclops. And he's actually going to go for Pain Split this turn, which is kind of annoying, but it's not going to be quite enough to take me down. So he's going to switch into his Donphan to take a hit. But I can easily go for... Oh, he gets a crit on Earthquake. That's really annoying. I'm pretty sure I could have lived that at +1, but what can you do? I'm going to go into my Rotom Wash now, because I can scare this thing off with a Hydro Pump. And I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out and go into a Slowbro, so I can just go for a Volt Switch, predicting his switch out. I'm actually going to go into Dragonite. That's fine with me as well, because I'm not sure what kind of Dragonite this is, but either way, it's pretty safe if I go into my own Dragonite. I do see the leftovers, so this is a bulky Dragonite, but I pretty much feel safe going for a Banded Outrage. And he's actually going to switch into a Slowbro who's not going to take that well, and he's going to get 2-hit KO, which is awesome, because now that Slowbro's dead, if he decides to stay in, or if he decides to fodder something else on his team. But he's not going to choose to fodder anything else on his team and kill a Slowbro, which is awesome. Plus I get 3 turns of Outrage, so that is going to allow me to go for 1 more Outrage before I go into Confusion mode. He's going to knock off my Choice Band, which is really unfortunate, but at least I can change up moves now, which isn't too bad, I guess. But I'm going to go back into my Rotom Wash, because I want to once again scare off this thing. I can just go for a Hidden Power Grass, which would do a pretty good amount of... Well, actually, no. I don't need to fear Slowbro anymore. I can just go for Hydro Pump. What am I talking about? So Hydro Pump is going to be enough to take down that Donphan, which is nice. He's going to go back into Dusclops. What should I do? I think I'll go into my Heatran to set up rocks, and I think I can take on this Dusclops because I do have the Toxic. So I'll just go for a Toxic this turn. He's going to go for the Taunt, which is fine because I got the Toxic off first, which is good for me. And he's going to Nightshade, which isn't going to be doing that much. And I don't think I really need Heatran, because the rest of his Pokemon are definitely more specially based, except for the Dragonite. So I'm pretty sure Dragonite might be curing Earthquake. Actually, but then again, he did have leftovers, so it might be a bulky Dragonite. So I think I'll stay in for 1 more turn. Yeah, I'll stay in for 1 more turn and just go for another Lava Plume. He's actually going to switch into Alakazam this turn, and he's most likely going to go for Focus Blast. So I could go into my Dragonite to take it and then go for an Extreme Speed, which should be enough to take down that Alakazam, even though I lost my Choice Band. But I think that's okay. And it's going to be enough to take down Alakazam, which is awesome. So he's going to switch into Gengar now. I can't really do anything to Gengar, but I really don't want this Gengar to set up a sub on me. So I think I'd rather just have Dragonite just die, because I don't think I really need Dragonite anymore. So I'll just go for an Outrage. He's actually going to go for Shadow Ball. Ooh, but it's not going to quite take me down, which is awesome. I'm going to go for an Outrage, which is going to take down that Gengar. And now he only has Dragonite and that Dusclops left. But he's going to go for an Extreme Speed to finish me off, which is fine. But now I can go into my Rotom Wash and hit him with a Thunder, which is going to hurt a lot. But he's actually going to choose to go into a Dusclops as fodder. But I missed his Thunder. and he's going to get off a Pain Split, which is a little bit annoying, but this Thunder is going to be enough to take him down, and he only has Dragonite left. But this Thunder is going to do a huge chunk of damage. He's going to pull off a Dragon Dance, but 2 Thunders in a row is going to be enough to finish off the Dragonite, which is awesome. That's pretty sweet for me. I'll just find another battle, because that was a little bit of a short battle, so let's do 2 battles in one. This time, I'm going to go against a Sandstorm team, and we'll see what happens. So he's got Powdon, Virizion, Vaporeon, Skarmory, Landorus, and Jirachi. Oh, this is going to be annoying. This is going to be one hell of an annoying team. Oh my god. I'm going to lead off with my Rotom Wash once again, because he's probably going to lead off with a Powdon. I can scare this thing out with Hydro Pump, which is pretty sweet. And then I can probably go for, like a Volt Switch, predicting his switch out, and then it'll allow him to get a more safe switches, which is awesome. So I think I'll do that. That's probably my safest bet. I could also go for Hidden Power Grass if I really don't want to play Ballsy, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to switch out, like, for sure. There's no reason why he would stay in against my Rotom Wash. So I'm feeling pretty safe going for a Volt Switch. And he actually goes into Virizion, so that's actually good that I didn't go for Hidden Power Grass, because then it would barely do anything. So that's going to give me Switch Initiative, so I can pretty much go into anything I want. I think I will go into... Ooh, what should I go into? I don't really have much that's going to do well against Virizion. I think Reuniclus is probably my best option, because I can at least scare this thing off with a Psychic, and I can go for a Trick Room on the switch. But if it decides to stay in, that's fine with me also. I don't pack Shadow Ball on this Reuniclus, so it's gonna be kind of bad once he sends out Jirachi, because I cannot do anything to Jirachi, so we'll see what happens. He's actually gonna go into Landorus. That's perfect, because I got my Trick Room up. I can go for a Psychic, which is gonna do a pretty good amount of damage to this Landorus. But he's gonna switch into Jirachi like I thought he would, and this is bad. But I get the special defense drop. Focus Blast should be doing quite a bit now that he has the special defense drop. He's actually going to go into Powdon. Oh, I see. He just wants to burn turns. That's fine with me. I'm just going to go for a second Focus Blast, because it would either kill this Powdon or do a lot of damage to Jirachi. So, yeah, that's fine with me. And now Focus Blast is still going to be doing an okay amount. But I think he's going to go into... Is he going to stay in or just going to go into Landorus? I'm not sure. But I think I'm just going to go for a Psychic instead. He's actually going to go for a U-turn, which is going to do quite a bit. And unfortunately, Trick Room did wear out this turn. So he's either going to go for EQ or he's going to go for a U-turn. And I feel like U-turn is coming my way. So I could go into Heat Train to take it. But then he just ended up with Powder on, that'd be kind of bad. I think I'll go into Rotom Wash instead, because I don't think he really has a good way to counter my Rotom Wash. So I can definitely put him in a little bit of a pressure situation. But he's going to send out Virizion, which is not good, because I can't do anything to Virizion. So I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch, and I can switch into something else. What that other thing is a very good question. I don't think he attacked with Virizion, so I don't really know what kind of Virizion set this is. He could possibly be a Swords Dancing set. So I could go into Scizor, who can also quad resist that grass move if he does go for it. He's actually going to choose to go for Close Combat, which is fun with me also. I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to go for a Swords Dance. We just have Skarmory, which is a little bit annoying, and I kind of just forgot about Skarmory until he just switched into it. And I'm pretty sure he's just going to... I'll just go for a Roost, because he's probably just going to whirlwind me out. But he's actually going to go for Spikes. Ouch, that is going to hurt. But the only people are going to be taking Spikes are Scizor, Conkeldurr, and Heat Train, which isn't too bad, I guess. So I can just go for a Bug Bite. I get a crit on Skarmory, which is kind of funny. And I can go for a Fire Punch this turn, which is going to do a lot to the Skarmory. And yeah, that's going to be a one-hit KO with a crit. I'm not quite sure if that crit mattered, since I am running a Banded Dragonite, so I guess we'll never know. But he's got a Powdon. I think the only reason why he would send a Powdon is if he has the what's it called? The Ice Fang. So I think I'll just go back into Reuniclus, but I'm going to set up rocks, which is fine, because now I get the free opportunity to set up Trick Room once again. Then he's gonna get an Earthquake crit, which I'm pretty sure mattered, because I did have a little bit of bulk on that Reuniclus, which is really annoying. So I can go back into Rotom Wash. I'm gonna scare it off with the Hydro Pump, because even if he switches into Virizion, it's still gonna be doing a very good amount. But he's gonna go into Vaporeon this time, which is fine, because I can go into Conkeldurr, because if he goes for a Scald, I can get a burn, but I don't get the burn, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'll go for a Drain Punch, which should do an okay amount. Does an okay amount. I think I can live this next Scald, and I do live this next Scald, and I'm going to get the burn, which is going to allow me to get a huge Drain Punch off, and that is going to be enough where I can go for a Mach Punch and finish him off. But he smartly goes for the Protect, and now I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out into something else to take that Mach Punch, so I'm going to go for the Drain Punch. But he's actually going to try to go for Double Protect, which is kind of questionable, but definitely, yeah, actually that's actually probably the best play you could have done, because if he got off that Protect, then my Conkeldurr would just die. But unfortunately for me, that's not gonna. Unfortunately for him, I mean, he's gonna not get the Double Protect. But now Jirachi's gonna come out. I'm just gonna go for a Mach Punch just to do as much damage as I can to this Jirachi. I actually got the crit. That's kind of funny. That crit might have mattered. I'm not too sure. I'm really bad with judging damage, but I could run a calculate after this battle, and we'll see what happens. But let's see. He's got Vaporeon. No, no. What am I talking about? He's got Hippowdon, Landorus, and Virizion left. I think it's safest if I go into my Rotom Wash, because I think I can handle most things, except Landorus is Scarfed, so he could outspeed me, which is a little bit of a problem, but the only thing you really go for is Stone Edge, and if he locks himself into Stone Edge, then I can just go into Heatran later on. But he's actually going to go for U-turn, gets a crit on me. I think that's fine with me. I doubt the crit mattered, actually, because didn't he go for a U-turn on my Rotom Wash before? I wonder how much damage that did. Yeah, it did about 81. So, yeah, I don't think that crit mattered at all. So, he's got Virizion back, and I'm going to go into Scizor and just go for a Swords Dance, because now that that Vaporeon is down, I'm pretty much free to do that. Close combat is not going to be enough to kill me, because I saw it before, and I can just go for a Bullet Punch for the KO, and I can pretty much do a ton of damage, basically everything else on his team. He's got the Hippowdon, but I think it's okay, because I think actually, I think I can outspeed this thing. I don't even need to go for a Bullet Punch. I can go for a Bug Bite, which is going to do a pretty good amount. Earthquake is going to be enough to finish me off, but it's okay, because basically now he's going to be put in a really bad situation now that I have my Dragonite out, because I'm pretty sure an Extreme Speed is going to be enough to finish him off, and then another Extreme Speed should be enough to finish off that Landorus. And since Landorus is Scarfed, the only thing he can do is either go for Earthquake or Stone Edge on me, and if he goes for Stone Edge on my Dragonite, it's going to get resisted, or at least my Heatran can take it pretty nicely, and I can just go for Lava Plumes and just finish him off. So that is pretty much going to be game, in my opinion. I'll just go for the Extreme Speed, which is going to do a pretty good amount to Landorus. Stone Edge is going to finish me off, that's fine. I can go into my Heatran and go for a few Lava Plumes, and this should be the game unless he gets a crit, because I'm very bulky. He's actually going to miss Stone Edge. It wouldn't have killed me for sure, because I'm running max HP, max defense on this Heatran. So that is going to be the game. Hope you guys enjoyed these two live near to PO battles, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.